for WCW Backstage Assault. And we're off. There are no holds barred in this match.
These two guys will not disappoint us. They'll give everything, and then some. He would have had him if he'd only placed his forearm across his throat. How? Please tell me how. That seemed like a smart plan of attack.
A great match is being fought by Lance Storm. I can't believe this! You might not admire the man, but you have to admire the results.
If you're stuck in a move like this, it's better to call it than risk permanent injury.
The Wall was caught off guard with that move. Lance Storm shows his power. Now I've seen everything. He intends to use the wooden box.
He's really making this Hammenegger earn his money tonight.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised at all if he's almost finished here, folks. Death Valley Driver! The Wall is reeling from the attack. Lance Storm obliterates his opponent with a leaping attack. The Wall is in a little trouble here. They're going toe-to-toe right now. This is amazing.
And nobody's backing up a step, like you said, Tony. Toe-to-toe, there's more punches thrown here than the average boxing match.
He was definitely staggered by that move. Atomic throw.
When his opponent comes around, someone will need to remind him what state he's in.
He's out on his feet.
You know, when a man goes down that hard, Tony, it's hard to get back up and win a match. That's why you gotta cheat.
Irish whip. He's a little dazed after that one. Oh my, that's gotta hurt. He got into some trouble in the corner there. Spinning back kick.
What a moron.
The Wall has now taken this beyond just a wrestling match.
He keeps taking shots like that, he's gonna wake up in the morning on a bedpan.
Irish whip. Power bomb.
I can't believe how effective that move was. He really leveled him.
He shows his power. Belly-to-belly suplex. That's a recipe for a trip to the plastic surgeon. Spinning back kick. How will his opponent be able to stand after that one? Knee drop. Face first into the tire. He was really working him in the corner.
He's got to be like the tubby uncle you have at Thanksgiving over to your house, mooching food. He's got to let it all hang out after dinner. If he does that, he's sure to put him away.
Gut buster! From out of nowhere! That was amazing. This fight is over! He's just given up! And one more victory for Lance Storm! But this one in the books, folks. A great match here tonight.
It was a real barn burner, Tony, but in the end, he got his barn burned.
Give the thumbs a rest and come back later for more WCW Backstage Assault. WCW Backstage Assault is on the air. And we're off. The rules of this match are that there are no rules.
You know, Tony, the fans have waited a long, long time to see this match. But more importantly, I've waited a long, long, long time to see this match.
Front face lock. Lance Storm appears to have no limit to how far he will take this fight. Knee clip. I'm sure the fans can appreciate a move like that. Oh my, that's gotta hurt. Drop toe hold. That one hurt him. You can tell by looking at the face of Adams.
That'll leave a mark on his opponent.
What on... And what on earth is he going to do now? Lance Storm is taking him apart piece by piece.
Right now, he must be wondering, what have I gotten myself into?
Gut Buster!
Sweet! He's really working on him now.
And like a projectile, this combatant has been hurled into the wooden crate. Oh my, what's going on here? Someone call security. This is assault and battery.
The Sheep put up a better fight in the Falkland Islands.
Power bomb!
He's really had his head handed to him tonight, Tony. If he keeps it up, he'll make people forget about the Wright brothers.
Adams is ready to rumble with that weapon.
When that guy comes to, someone's going to need to remind him what year this is. 1937.
Lance Storm is going for some additional help.
Well, he's done. Turn out the lights. Let's call a cab, Tony.
That move really shook up Adams. Well, folks, what started out as a wrestling match is now turning into a street fight. I bet that neither of these two thought they'd wind up brawling in a storage room today. For goodness sake, what is too far for these two?
Wow, I hope that he remembers to replace that divot.
How did he do that? That was incredible! Frog splash! Lance Storm is going to push this farther than I ever could imagine.
Last one out of the building can turn on the lights, because this one is over. Fini. Done.
What on earth is going on here? This is total destruction.
You know, that's what I'd do, Shivani, if you pushed me too far. I'd knock you out.
What was he thinking? Why would he go for that move? Power bomb!
I can't believe that shot didn't cave his head in.
Missile drop kick! This was supposed to be a wrestling match! How can he use the computer monitor?
This guy shouldn't try to operate a motor vehicle under the influence of that move.
Ouch! What a jolt! Fans, that move could end the match right here! And that's all for that object. Power bomb!
Now that sure was effective.
Lance Storm hits the bullseye! How in the name of heaven could someone use a weapon like that against another human being?
The guys in the back should take up a collection for this guy. If they do, I'll make sure he gets it, if you know what I mean.
Indian leg lock.
Tony, if he can lock in this hold, it'll end it.
That's it. He's done. It's over. And your winner, fans, Lance Storm. Bobby the Brain, we were witness to another spectacular match here on WCW.
It was quite a night, but in the end, he showed everyone in this arena who's the man.
That's going to do it for us, folks. Good night from everyone here at WCW. Electronic Arts proudly presents all of the stars of World Championship Wrestling in WCW Backstage Assault. This one is underway. Fans, right now I would detail the rules to you at home, but oddly enough, there are no rules.
Some guys want glory. Some guys want money. These two guys want to fight for the sheer fun of fighting. He caught him solid. That was incredible.
Lance Storm is firmly in the saddle. He's fighting a match of his life.
A clear mismatch so far. Let's hope this match gets better.
Incredible athleticism on display here tonight. Norman Smiley is looking very impressive with moves like that. Lance Storm pulls off a great move. Spinning back kick. This is crazy. What are they trying to do? Fans, if you're squeamish, then I beg you to please turn away. Knee clip. When he comes to his senses, just let him know the name of the man who punished him was Screaming Norman Smiley. Lance Storm appears to be reaching for some insurance. Norman Smiley somehow is still standing after taking all of that damage.
What is he waiting for? His turn to start fighting back is now. If he doesn't do something quick, this thing's over. I've seen guys in iron lungs look better than this guy.
Lance Storm should never take up baseball with a swing like that. They are completely out of control. Missile drop kick.
That was quite a gamble, and it paid off big.
Unbelievable move. Inverted atomic drop. Power slam. Norman Smiley doesn't look very good. I think he's really hurt. Lance Storm is taking this further than we would have imagined.
Last one out of the building to turn off the lights, because this one is over. Fini. Done.
Irish whip. Leg drop him! Screaming Norman Smiley has got to be smarting from that.
He nailed him like a Mack truck with that one.
Spinning back kick. What a sickening smell! He's on fire! Leg drop! Thank goodness the fire's finally out! This has gone from dangerous to downright stupid. They'll kill each other in this electrical room. Irish whip! And like a projectile, this combatant has been hurled into the electrical box! Great effort to see what was coming. What a reversal by Norman Smiley. He's looking like that stunned him a bit. What an incredible move by Lance Storm. Death Valley Driver. He's really shaken. Just look at the face of Norman Smiley. Irish whip. He's trying to clear out the trash. Wait, no! He's getting a weapon!
This guy's got some kids that need watching when he recovers from this match. Shivani's available. Price.
He was caught off guard with that move. Reversal. He telegraphed that one. Super kick.
His opponent really needs to get some offense going, and I mean now.
DDT! Oh, that one had to hurt Lance Storm. How in the name of heaven would someone use a weapon like that against another human being? Texas Cloverleaf!
When you get caught like that, you need to do whatever it takes to break the hold.
After all, this wrestler has persevered. As a result of that hold, a submission has been earned. And one more victory for Lance Storm. Another great match brought to you by World Championship Wrestling.
I don't think these two men have settled all their issues, not yet, but I do think this was one tremendous match.
Time for us to hit the showers. Thanks for playing. Electronic Arts proudly presents all of the stars of World Championship Wrestling in WCW Backstage Assault. Everybody in the back, hit the deck! Fans, this hardcore individual is someone who doesn't care about pain.
You can forget the rule book. These two guys are going to give us a real good fight. This is why this guy is so good. He can hurt you in so many ways.
Death Valley Driver! He certainly didn't expect this much offense from Lance Storm. Oh my, that really hurt Conan. Double chicken wing. One and no, fans, just a one count. Lance Storm is all over his opponent.
This guy's got some kids that need watching when he recovers from this match. Shivani's available for a price.
Spinning back fist. What a move that was!
That's not the way the brain would have done it, but it was effective and it'll work. Ugh. Wake me up after this fight, Tony. Better yet, wake that guy up and tell him he was in a one-sided fight. You know, he needs to follow my adage. He who runs away lives to fight another day. Next time, the tower should signal him in for a landing.
K-Dog is reeling from the attack. Great shot by Lance Storm. Oh my! What an unbelievable reversal by Conan. Death Valley Driver!
Right now, his opponent thinks he's in a different state of confusion.
He's gone completely out of control. He just picked up a garbage can. Lance Storm shocks his opponent with the high-risk move. Irish whip. K-Dog is going to push this farther than I ever could have imagined. Lance Storm pulls off a nice move. Uh-oh. The higher you climb, the farther you're going to fall if you miss. This might be a bad idea. Well, Well, folks, what started out as a wrestling match is now turning into a street fight. Looks like he's going to try his luck from up there. He's trying to regain his composure, but after that move, it'll be tough. And up he goes.
You know, the next time he just might as well phone ahead and tell the guy, hey, I'm going to do this. This is the move I'm planning. Stupid. Now that's how you deliver that move.
From that height, a wrestler had better hope to connect with an attack. Wow! That was action at its best. Well, there's not much left to say, is there? This one's over by knockout. Another great match brought to you by World Championship Wrestling.
This was one for the history books, Tony. A great match. The kind of books you read.
That's going to do it for us, folks. Good night from everyone here at WCW. Electronic Arts proudly presents all of the stars of World Championship Wrestling in WCW Backstage Assault. Let's get this underway! Fans, right now I would detail the rules to you at home, but oddly enough, there are no rules!
These two guys will not disappoint us. They'll give everything, and then some.
Super kick! Senton splash! Lance Storm appears to be reaching for some insurance. I'm sure the last thing on their minds is who's going to pay for this mess. Leg drop! What an amazing reversal!
You can't hesitate with this guy. If you do, you'll always get the upper hand.
Vampiro shows his power. Leave that alone. This isn't a riot.
I hope the guy's got insurance, because he's going to need it.
Amazing. amazing move by Lance Storm. What an amazing performance we've seen tonight from this wrestler.
Not much of a contest so far, but I have a feeling at any time things could heat up.
This hardcore fight is really taking its toll on Vampiro. Well, you might not agree on all of his tactics, but the plan is working. What a fantastic move! The end might be near, fans. There's no excuse for this kind of bullying behavior.
He's in the driver's seat. His opponent has yet to do anything meaningful.
A close one by Lance Storm.
This guy is full of tenacity. You can beat him, kick him, leave him for dead, but he'll keep coming back for more.
Now I've seen everything. He intends to use the water bottle. What on earth is going on here? This is total destruction. This could very well become the most tragic display of brutality that I have ever seen. Looks like he's preparing for a high-impact attack.
He probably should have hit the air brake. Wow, I hope that he remembers to replace that divot.
Oops, I guess that didn't work. Vampiro looks like he's been stunned by his opponent. I've never seen anything like this before. He's trying to clear out some trash. Wait, no! He's getting a weapon! This is crazy. What are they trying to do? A swing and a miss with the mirror!
He nailed him like a wrecking ball.
He's out on his feet!
He's just one major move away from losing. He has got to get it together. You know, you got a better chance of winning the lotto than being able to walk away from that.
Oh my! Oh my! That was a nice display of power by Lance Storm! That individual has no conscience! How could he use a weapon like that?
This is great. This is like a prison riot. Someone needs to turn the hose on and break it up.
Vampiro seems ready to take this as far as possible.
Well, he's done. Turn out the lights and let's call a cab, Tony.
This could end it! And a kick out of the 1-2-3.
He would have had him if he'd only placed his forearm across his throat.
Oh no! This cannot be good! He was definitely staggered by that move. He's trying to close it right here. That was almost the end of this one.
Tony, you should always precede your pin attempts with what else? A good Greco-Roman low blow. Last one out of the building can turn out the lights because this one is over. Fini. Done.
He looks like he's in a lot of pain. I think he's hurt.
That was a perfect bullseye.
Lance Storm has shown flashes of brilliance in this match. And what on earth is he going to do now?
Well, they don't call them high-risk maneuvers for nothing.
How much longer before this wrestler admits defeat?
I bet he's wondering why he even signed with WCW instead of doing something safe like testing parachutes or underwater demolition.
Vampiro knows there are no rules. Anything is legal, including that weapon. Son of a... That move could signal the end of this match. This is unbelievable! Drop kick. And like a projectile, this combatant has been hurled into the water bottle. He's a little dazed after that one. Drop toe hold. That was quite a jolt to the system of Lance Storm. DDT! This fight has shifted momentum in a split second.
Now he's got it going.
In the history of our great sport, I've never ever seen something like this.
He dropped him like a bad habit. You can look elsewhere, under the bed or out back. You're not going to find any athletes better than we have here at WCW.
looks like he's preparing for a high-risk move. This wrestler took control and is yet to relinquish it.
Did you hear him hit?
That really took the wind out of Vampiro.
When that guy comes to, someone's going to need to remind him what year this is. 1937.
There you have it. Over by knockout. And one more victory for Glenn Storm. This one's going to be remembered as one of the finer matches we've seen.
This man has tremendous ability, Tony. When he harnesses it, he gets results, like the win he earned tonight.
Thanks for tuning in. Visit www.wcw.com for the latest in wrestling action.
I'm ready.
For some rough.
I like it rough.
Sexy stuff.
That's right.
You know I've been bad girl.
Yeah, I'm a bad boy.
This is WCW Backstage Assault. The carnage has begun. In the end, only one wrestler will walk out of here.
You know, if you ask the average wrestling fan who they would like to see fight, they would point to these two. That's because they can't spell.
One. Oh my, it's obvious there's a long way to go before he'll be able to get a pin. I think that he's going to use that as a weapon. Lance Storm pulls off an unbelievable move.
A clear mismatch so far. Let's hope this match gets better. That was a perfect bullseye.
What a fantastic move. The end might be near, fans. It will take more than just muscles to break that hold. Indian leg lock.
If you're stuck in a move like this, it's better to call it than risk permanent injury.
Medusa just leveled him with that move. She's out on her feet. She needs to regain her composure quick. How much longer before this wrestler admits defeat?
When you get shaken like this, Tony, you need to get some distance between yourself and your opponent. A prime example, Tony, of excellent offense.
Elbow drop. Bone-crushing impact by Lance Storm. Reversal. What a fabulous display of skills. Low blow. He's going to bludgeon his opponent with the camera.
Wow. I hope that he remembers to replace that divot.
Out. That's sort of smart.
When you get hit like that, you can't even remember the next day.
For goodness sakes, no! That could kill someone! We've told these people that production equipment should not be used as weapons. He seems ready for a timeout. If only there were such a thing in a match like this. Monkey flip.
He still needs to be careful, because when an animal is the most dangerous is when it's cornered. And believe me, tonight, he's facing an animal.
Knee to the gut. Oh my, that's gotta hurt. Oh my! Gut buster! Someone's going to get hurt here.
It amazes me that this guy can earn a living outside of ditch digging.
Irish whip. Off the fence he goes. Medusa is going to be aching from that. Fans, this night will be one for the ages. That was an incredible move. Face first into the wall. This is getting completely out of control.
You know, that move right there could give him the match.
What a swing! Luckily, it connects with only air. Oh, kids, don't try that at home. This was supposed to be a wrestling match. How can he use the computer monitor? Total chaos, folks. Absolute devastation. These two are going to settle their dispute, and it doesn't matter if it's in the green room or the rest room. He connected!
The only way I can figure it, he must have had clearance from the tower to land.
Whoa! I certainly didn't see that happening.
It was as if he was dropped from a stealth bomber.
Oh, it hurts just to watch that botched attempt. Imagine how he must feel. Are you kidding me? These two are crazy. Low blow. Russian leg sweep.
That'll take the taste right out of your mouth.
Frog splash.
Tony, that was amazing. Amazingly stupid, but amazing nonetheless.
Lance Storm takes out his opponent with a brilliant aerial move. Swing and a miss with the weapon.
That will seal the deal.
I can't believe it. How did he land that spectacular move? Oh my, what's going on here?
You know, that's what I'd do, Shivani, if you pushed me too far. I'd knock you out.
This is crazy. There's not going to be anything left if they keep at it like this.
That's amazing. I never thought he could have connected with that move.
Fans at home, do not adjust your sets. That was astounding. The intensity he's showing is unbelievable. Drop toe hold. They're wrecking this place.
Wow! He hit with the precision of a cruise missile.
She takes a blow from the briefcase. This place is being trashed, and you know, I don't believe these two care one bit. Oh, there's only so much of that kind of punishment a body can take. What on earth is going on here? This is total destruction. This is just an all-out brawl. It may not be a great idea for him to go up there.
I guess he didn't have clearance from the tower to land, dummy.
Drop toe hold. She's out on her feet. She needs to regain her composure quick. And up he goes. He amazed everyone with that move, especially his opponent.
What a solid shot.
Missile dropkick.
Things that high up should have a stewardess on board.
Front face lock. Oh, wow. That one rocked Medusa. He's really working over his opponent now. I don't know if going up there is going to help much. I don't even want to know what he plans to do with the VCR. Wow, this one ends in a stunning knockout. Your winner tonight, Lance Storm. Bobby the Brain, we were witness to another spectacular match here on WCW.
He did it. He proved to me he belongs among the best here at WCW.
That's a wrap. See you soon. Welcome to WCW Backstage Assault. Grab a chair and start swinging. It's ironic that this upcoming war of revolutionary proportion will grant the winner the U.S. heavyweight title.
This match won't be pretty, but it should be action-packed.
Oh my goodness, that was unbelievable. I knew that the rule book had been tossed out the window, but certainly this is too far. He hit him so hard, he almost knocked him out of his boots. Lance Storm has dominated this match to this point.
Right now, he must be wondering, what have I gotten myself into?
One, oh my, it's obvious there's a long way to go before he'll be able to get a pin. Body slam. This is amazing. Just look at the beating he's suffering at the hands of Billy Kidman. Spinning back kick. Oh my, that's gotta hurt. Gut buster.
I can't believe that shot didn't cave his head in.
This has got to be one of the biggest mismatches in recent memory.
His opponent only hopes that he would pass out from the exhaustion of him beating him up.
This fight is over. He's just given up. That man is now your new WCW United States Heavyweight Champion, Lance Storm. Another great match brought to you by World Championship Wrestling.
He did it. He proved to me he belongs among the best here at WCW.
Thanks for playing. Try it again soon.